Mary, hello. I'm so exhausted today. I'm gonna pass out the moment I climb in bed. It's been okay. How are you? I'm great, Rihanna. Thank you for asking. JC, thank you for the follow. Lexi, hello. Matthew, welcome. Peyton Wolf, hi. Holly Beth, hello. Ken, my dear friend, it's 4:10 in the morning. Well, hello, Haven, at 4:10 in the morning. Why are you awake at this time? IDK17, hello. I still haven't done dinner, though. Can you play a song for me? Holly Beth, I can't. I can't do that. I can't play songs in the Loveship. Holly Beth, thank you for the follow, though. I appreciate it. How are you? Everybody who's new here, please click the follow button. Double tap the screen. I appreciate it so much. We only need 15 more followers to hit point 2. So we won't be going to bed until we get 15 followers. We only need 13 more. It's about time I get ready. Oh, you're getting ready for work at 4 o'clock in the morning? That's awful. I'm sorry, Haven. I'm sorry that is your life. Stephen, hello. I could not imagine waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning for work. Never. Nathan, hello. Breezy28, welcome. 05 Kiss Love and Connor, hi. That is awful. That is the worst. Head officer of Austrian Border Security. I've been there. I don't miss it. I've never had to wake up that early for work. Have I? I don't feel like I have. Maybe close. Maybe close when working for Google, only because we had to be there at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and my girlfriend was with me. And you know, girls, they take 9 hours to get ready. And if she's up, I'm up. Elizabeth, hello. User 12, welcome. Micah Jagger, hi. How's everybody's day been? What do y'all have going on? Thanks for being here. Click the follow button, double tap the screen. My wife has to wake up at midnight? Waking up at midnight isn't bad. Am I a light sleeper? Absolutely. I've definitely told this about me before. Crystal, just left the gym. But it's not as bad as it used to be. But when I would train martial arts every single day, not every single day, I would train martial arts like 3 days a week. When I would train martial arts, if I heard a noise, I would wake up in the morning, hop out of bed in fighting stance every single time without fail. Like if I heard a noise, I am up and in fighting stance. That shit just gets ingrained in you. I am a light sleeper. But I'm also like a silent sleeper. Cute. How are you, Mandy? I haven't done that in a while, but it was bad. It was annoying. Single again, hello. Depends if I'm in my wife's arms, out like a light. If not, I'm pouty in the morning. You don't snore? I do not snore. Like if I've ever snored, like I've probably snored 3 times in my life. If I have. I'm very light sleeper, but I'm ready. How are you? I'm great. Peggy, you snore? My ex-girlfriend snored. She sounded like a fucking train. My ex-girlfriend was like a chainsaw. It was bad. I'm also a quiet sleeper unless I'm exhausted. Angel Blue Star, hello. You're a sleepwalker? According to the sources. Sleepwalking is scary. I could not live with a sleepwalker. I'd be too afraid. Kirsten, thank you for the follow-up. I'd be too afraid that they would, like, put a pillow on my face while I'm asleep, you know? Sleep apnea. My cousin was a sleepwalker and she slept over at her parents didn't tell us. Your parents didn't tell you that she was a sleepwalker. That would be creepy. Insomnia. I have sleep paralysis, but it's been a while. But I've had it my entire life. It was when I was little, I wanted my dad. We woke up to her walking around the house repeatedly. Like literally outside around the whole house. I mean, I was definitely one of those kids who would go into their parents' room every single night until they put an end to it. They probably put an end to it when I was like 6 years old. They're like, no more. But I was definitely one of those in the middle of the night crawling into my parents' bed. That was me. I'm a sleep talker. I don't walk. I mumble things. I'm like dead asleep. Like every girl I've ever slept with, like the first time I ever sleep with a girl, they all say the same thing. They all think I died in the middle of the night because I'm that out when I sleep. Like I'm silent. I don't move. Like I'm out. I was a kid that played coffin to be left alone in utter silence. You played coffin that played coffin to be left alone? What do you mean? That you played coffin to be left alone? What does that mean? What does playing coffin mean? I sleep fight? Dream boyfriend, you sleep fight? Like with your fists or with your words? Like you verbally fight? How are you doing? I'm great. How are you? My mom says that about me. She watches me sleep to make sure I'm breathing. Your mom sounds like Aerosmith. Both can both. I just imagine you punching in your sleep. You seem like you punch in your sleep, Mandy. I don't think I've ever had a girl hit me in my sleep. I don't think so. I'll take my toys out of my toy box and get in it and close it. What the fuck? That's so weird. You're very handsome. Well, thank you, Kirsten. My wife was a big spoon. She heard me trying to say I love you. She laughed at me. I better be a compliment again. Sleep fighting is a part of PTSD, really? Lena King, 1998. Hello. Can I help you with that? How are you? I'm great, Lena. She by chance 4 foot tall. Well, she means when she was a child. I'm little spoon too. Like I am big spoon in the morning, and I am big spoon as we are falling asleep. Actually, I'm not big spoon. I don't know. I don't think I'm a spoon. Like as we're laying there, like you're in my arm, head on my chest, and I'm like playing with your hair. And then when it's time for bed, I turn over and I'm little spoon. It's your turn to be big spoon. You know, you got a backpack. You gotta be my little rocket pack on my back. And that's how I sleep. You gotta be my jetpack. My mom was not thrilled about me doing that, especially as her firstborn. Yeah, that's a little weird. My toys huge box could fit still. Could probably fit. Hate being little spoon. It's too warm in there. How tall are you? I'm 6'3" and a quarter. My wife and I are over 6 foot so long. Yeah, I'm definitely a little spoon at night. Because it is a little suffocating to be big spoon, you know. And then I have to worry about my arm falling asleep underneath you. It's not fun. It's not fun being big spoon while you sleep. But in the morning when I wake up again, we switch. Now I'm big spoon when we wake up. That is so tall. It is tall. 6'4". Cheyenne, hello. Thanks for being here. Being suffocated fills me with rage. 5 foot. Adorable. Your wife is 6'7". Haven over here married the green giant. Daniel, how are you? Haven married to the WNBA player. The Big Show. The Undertaker. Danielle, hello. Welcome. I love the light in the car. Well, thank you, Peggy. If people didn't exist over 6 feet, we could all share the height and be normal. How about you grow? How about just keep growing? You know, like I like being this tall. I want to be hugging it all. I'm 6 foot and I get to sleep chaotically in the middle. Single perks. My bed is so big that even with somebody in there, I got room. I got room to do my thing. User 99, hello. Colosimo, welcome. I like guys being taller than me. I'm not a short king lover, sorry. I get it. If I were a girl, I'd probably be the same. Angela, hello. Your feet don't dangle? My feet don't dangle because I sleep like a little question mark. My feet dangle in every single bed except for mine. You trying to show me? I've dated my fair share of them and it's a no for me, dog. Christopher, thank you for the follow. Yeah, my feet will dangle on almost every bed. Yes. So bad for your back? Whatever. I ain't gonna live forever. Question mark. That's how you learn to sleep when you're tall. When you're tall, you don't sleep on your back. I mean, I don't sleep on my back. For one, I'll get sleep paralysis if I sleep on my back. For two, if I sleep on my back, my feet are definitely hanging off of everything. So I just have to like curl a little bit. I curl my legs and I sleep on my side. I'm just used to it. That's how I do my thing. A stomach sleeper, I would feel like I would suffocate if I slept on my stomach. I set my height limit at 5'9". I can deal with a guy a little bit shorter. My feet dangle in almost every chair. Aw. I do to sleep on my stomach or on my side, like a question mark, I suppose. I could never sleep on my stomach. That sounds scary. I feel like the idea of sleeping on my stomach is so scary because I do have sleep paralysis. Like, could you imagine falling asleep on your stomach with sleep paralysis on top of that? No fucking thank you. That would be terrifying. What light do I have in my car? So go to my Amazon store. Linktree is in the bio. J12. And the light is in there. Everything I use to live stream or make videos is in my Amazon store. Side sleepers, spoon position, yes. Stomach sleepers have superior breathing. Until they don't anymore. You know? When you're in the military, you don't take the whole bed. You sleep inches away from the mattress. You sleep inches away from the mattress. You don't take the whole bed. What do you mean you sleep inches away from the mattress? Explain. You don't take the whole bed. You sleep inches away from the mattress. What does that mean? They float, obviously. I thought it was sleep paralysis one night and I couldn't move. Just turns out I was super tired. Lisa, hello. Oh, you'll know sleep paralysis when you have it. You'll know it. The cats were laying on your back. I'm an edge sleeper. Even if I sleep a lot, can't sleep in the middle of bed. Miss Britt, hello. Yeah, you got to pick a side. Nobody sleeps in the middle of the bed. That's a sociopath sleeps in the middle. Less likely to sleep. I'm not risking it. I'm not sleeping on my stomach. No way. I will suffocate myself. They eat the mattress out the window. Enemy lines. I sleep alone. I still pick a side. Yeah, you gotta pick a side. Brittany, thank you for the follow. The only cure for sleep paralysis is accepting Britney Spears. I feel bad for Britney Spears. I feel so bad for her. Like, something's going on there. We need We need to figure out what's going on with her. Being a side sleeper, but at the edge of the bed. Oh, you mean having a girlfriend? If you have a girlfriend, you're edge of the bed sleeper. I just have gnarly dreams. My cats are meowing at me. Like, it never fails. Like, I date these tiny little girls, and this much of the bed is theirs, and this much of the bed is mine. Without fail. Poor Brittany. My wife left me a little note which simply said she loves me and my shy boy brain can't process. If you stop pulling away, they'd stop having to come closer. It's not that they it's not that I'm pulling away, because I love cuddling all night. I'm a cuddler. It's just that they cuddle closer and closer and closer until I'm falling off the bed. Hi, Reginald. Why do tall guys always love short girls? Well, that's just how it works. I don't know. They're cute. Stop moving away. I don't move away. I get shoved. I get shoved with little hip thrusts all the way until I'm on the floor. Sufna 18, hello. You think of a real answer? Little tiny women shove you. They do shove. They're strong. Autumn Rose, hello. Apparently avoiding me scoots closer in my sleep. Everyone knows why a tall man likes a short girl. I could qualify mode. I don't care about a girl's height. You know, like, I'm never like, ooh, I want to date a short girl. They're just short, you know. I've dated girls who are 5'10". I've dated girls who are 5'0", and everywhere in between. It's not on purpose. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. My wife is taller and she pulls me in right between them. Small, yeah. Everybody's small compared to me. I'm a big boy. I'm big. You know? Like, my head, if I sit up, my head's on the ceiling. You know, I gotta scoot down. Perfect height. Hello, Ria. I prefer 6'5". That's my height preference. I'm all over the bed. I move around in my sleep. You're just a small bean. Jennifer, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Have you... No, Peggy, that's disgusting. The easiest to make your partner scoot to their side. Poke them in the ribs? What? My boyfriend's grandma told me I was the answer to her prayers for him. That was so sweet. That's adorable. I'm here. I'm just busy packing, so I'm listening. 6'3" will suffice me, but in heels, which I don't wear often anymore, can see the top of everyone's head. That is shorter. I don't see much, so when I'm in a relationship, I'm just all night. So my move is I just jump over your body and I go to the other side. You know, if you're pushing me on the edge, I'll just grab your body, do a little hug, and spin over, you know? I do jujitsu. I'll just take your other side. It's fine. I don't sleep much, so when I'm in a relationship, I'm just up all night and give the cuddles and scratches. My ex-husband did that to me all the time. Yeah, that's weird, Peggy. I could never. That's... No. Elise, hi. I've only been in one Love Ranger live. The Secret Lives. We did one last night. Was it last night or the night before? Sunday night. Sunday night we did. Throw her through a wall. Then they poured. Yeah, it was Sunday. Sunday we did Love Rangers only. We did the secret live. Hello, Elise. Everybody who's new here, click the follow button. Do we have 0.2 yet? We don't. We have 5. We only need 10 more followers. Nice messaging you. Thanks for being here, Peggy. Hakuni. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. You were spicy watered up, Rihanna. Did you see my new hair? I did not see your new hair. Did you post a picture? Send me a picture, Ria. Send it on the purple pink. Thanks for the likes, everybody. In China, length is a symbol of respect. Some women go to the hospital and get operation to make them taller. That's crazy. Courtney. Thanks for being here, Haven. Thanks for the likes, Shaw. Britt, thank you for the likes. Three days of spring break. It's still winter. Calm down. How are you today? I'm great. Thanks for the likes. Winter does need to leave. This was a very easy winter. You know, hopefully we don't get some crazy week, but it's been a very easy winter. Amy, we only had like one bad week. The piles of snow outside are depressing. We don't have that. We don't have that in America. Sorry that you live in Canada. This is the guy who didn't get snowstorms. Yeah. It's been very easy this year. I haven't been on live in forever. Hello, Maria. You haven't been on live in forever. Where have you been? Mav has snow. Boston is basically Canada. Y'all can have Boston. You have 4 foot of snow. California is basically Canada too. You can also have California. Ohio, no snow. I don't like the cold me either. Hakuni, thank you for being here. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Hello from Thailand. Hello. Working in grad school takes over my life. Well, how have you been, Maria? How's life been? How's the love interest been? Beyond for a while. I'll be on for 36 minutes. It was 72 degrees in Ohio yesterday. It sure was. It was nice. We have summer now and had record humid and hot days, clocking in 45 degrees. You look like a younger version of my boyfriend. Well, your boyfriend sounds beautiful, Amy. It's actually a little weird. What if I'm, I don't know. What if I'm your boyfriend's dad this whole time, but younger? I'm your boyfriend's dad, but from the future, and I went back to the past. I've gone on 2 dates with a radiology resident. Super nice. Still hung up on my charge nurse romance. How old are you? I'm 31. I'm great, Maria. At least 12, 17, hello. I don't feel like I deserve to be 31, you know? Like, I feel like it's kind of bullshit that I'm 31. I feel like I should be at least, like, 27, 28. don't feel like I belong here. Twilight Zone. Same. Literally what? He looks so much younger. I know. I look younger. I act younger. I feel younger. Bro, I'm not 31. Let's be fucking for real. Women love older men. I mean, ladies been loving me my whole life. LL Cool Ken, you know? Are you okay? You look sad. I am okay. That's just my face. Yeah, you're pretty much my age at this point. I'm still heartbroken. I have no desire to date right now. Just focus on myself. That's fine. You know, it's okay to work on yourself. But yeah, I don't deserve to be 31. Like, this is bullshit. There's no part of me that's 31. Like, sure, I got a little salt and pepper in areas, but bro, the fuck is 31? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit. I'm not 31. What do you think about long distance relationships? Do your thing. Make it work. If you like each other enough, you'll make it work. I feel like if you're in a long distance relationship, you should always have a plan to be together. There should always be a date set for you to be together when you're in a long distance relationship. It should never be a question mark of when are we going to see each other and when are we going to see each other again. You should always know the next time you're going to see each other if you're in long distance. A teddy bear named Chucky. Rihanna, you're not 20. Let's calm down a little bit. I said like 27, 28. You're Rihanna, you're not 24. Let's calm down, Rihanna. We're not jumping that far back. This ain't Back to the Future. That's not what we're doing here, Rihanna. Let's be a little more realistic. Let's be a little more modest. I'm like 20, 27 and a half, 28. 24, that's ridiculous. 24-year-old me still growing a fucking Adam's apple. Oh, we're 35 on the 27th. If his name starts with a J, though, leave. Y'all don't like J's? 31 is just a number. Some people age like wine. I mean, it's still bullshit. I don't like admitting it. I don't like admitting that my age starts with a 3. I just don't belong here. I don't belong in the 30s. I feel like age should be like they just tell you. You know, like you have to graduate to the 30s. I don't belong in the 30s. J's for men are like A's for girls. I feel like for men, the worst letter is probably like... We all know a crazy Britney. Let's be honest. We all know a crazy Britney. Britneys are a red flag name. If your name's Britney, red flag. Melissa, also a red flag name. Especially the double A's. 21. All of them. What are other red flag? Christina's a red flag name. I love being in my 30s so much better than my 20s. Not me. I ain't happy about it. I wouldn't consider any A names a red flag for girls. You know. My name's Christina. Sorry about it. I don't think any A names for girls are red flags. Chantel or similar is like Run for the Hills. This A is just fine. Yeah, like Amy's are usually pretty sweet. Ashley's are just kind of there. They're not red flags. Alicia, Anastasia, those aren't red flag names. Amanda, nah, it's okay. It's okay. They're okay. I don't know who made up that rule. But when we get to the rest of the alphabet, Brittany, red flag. Christina, red flag. D, E, F, I don't know. I feel like Brittany, Christina, and Melissa are just like the biggest red flags. Sorry, I got jealous because you're easy a little bit. Hello, Wendy. Connie, hello. Aisha, welcome. Gee, thanks. Tiffany is a red flag name for sure. Aisha, hi. How are you? You've never met a Melissa? I've dated a Melissa. Oh, I agree. Girls' names that end in an A are like a class of... Yeah, maybe it's more so the end. The end of the A. If it ends with the A. That's mistake number one. Sophia, hello. Also, Sophie is a red flag name. Kanissa. Burby Lexa, hello. Elmo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hello, Elmo. Thank you for the mustache. Elmo, did you get a banana, Elmo? It didn't show your little tag. But then where does Sophia? Sophia is fine. Sophie? Red flag. Don't you know? Elmo, have you been in the Galaxy of Love? The Loveship is way better than the Galaxy of Love. But you've never... I feel like you've seen the Galaxy of Love, Elmo, in the daytime. Thanks for release, everybody. Did they get you, Elmo? Because I didn't see your little name tag. If that car's rocking, don't go knocking. This, Elmo, can cars be in space? We're literally in space. Elmo, this is a love ship. This isn't a car. Phil Summer, hello. Sarah Beth, thanks for being here. How long does it take for you to get fed up of sitting? Amy, this is a love ship. We're in space. I can sit in here for a while. You know, like I can do like a 12-hour drive, no problem. The love ship is very comfortable. The cowboy look suits you. You should do the Texas Ranger look. Well, we do have a cowboy Ken. Charles, if you become a Love Ranger, you can use the cowboy Ken emotes. You can knock if you're trying to see something. Yeah, just don't get your eye poked out. Love Shack in space. Don't have seatbelts. Love Ship. Elmo. It's a ship. It's not a shack. Elmo's World. About to be blown. Kelly is a red flag name. Aw. I've never met a red flag Kelly. Are you hiding from Melissa? No. Women are trying to get Cowboy Ken permanently. I mean, if y'all want the Cowboy Ken the whole time, we can do that. I'll just use my southern accent. I won't hide it. Jerry, hello. Thank you for the likes. That's Fitzgerald, welcome. Just woke up, what's going on? Hello. Jassy Lucy 1, how are you? If Ken gets 100 subscribers, he's gonna do a love ship as Towel Girl? No. KK, hello. Towel Girl is not me. I don't know why everybody thinks that that's me. That's my girlfriend. Towel Girl is my girlfriend. That's not me. You think I could do eyelashes like that? You think I could put on fake eyelashes and do my makeup up like that? That's my girlfriend. It's not me. I made the deal for you. And for 2, her personality is unmatched. Like, it does not match me. She would bore everybody. Everybody would be asleep if I let Towel Girl be the host. Bring Towel Girl. What's your girlfriend? Anything for the follow? Who's your girlfriend? Towel Girl. If Elmo. Thanks for likes. She's a little shy. Like, I don't know if she'll do videos with me, but I don't know if she'll go live. Then bring out our bad boy. He's not a bad boy. He's just my misunderstood friend Ken. Friend Ken would just give y'all awful advice. We believe you. Friend Ken would give awful advice. I can't have him in here ruining your relationships. Everybody who's new here, click the follow button. It's getting chilly in the Loveship. We gotta warm it up a little bit. New girlfriend. Myrtle. Maybe. Friend Ken supports our Friend Ken is broken. Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, so Elmo knows. Elmo knows that Wendy is Miley Cyrus's mom. Do you sing? And I don't sing. Love how you're talking about him. He's not you. He's not me. We can fix him, Ken. He just needs love. So social Pegasus, hello. Fernie, hi. The characters you see in my videos, they're not me. They're not me. They're all different people. He sings poorly. Hello from Thailand. I am an awful singer. I can't sing at all. I'm probably the worst singer on the planet. But don't you gaslight me. No. Everybody in my video, those are different characters. Those aren't me. Like Friend Ken, he's toxic. Let us hear. I mean, I've sang for y'all before. I'm not doing it. Y'all it's got to be a moment. It's usually a spicy live I'll sing. Adding karaoke to the list of Love Ranger events. I think Friend Ken is hot and no one else. Damn. Where are you from? I'm from Ohio. Rage room, karaoke, sleepover. So many things. Brian, hello. Baby Space Shack. It's a Loveship, Elmo. Karaoke. Y'all wouldn't catch me dead doing karaoke. Your boy could never. Hello, Vaughn. Namfa BK. Thank you for the follow. He did rap for us once. I didn't really rap. I just said a really good line that I wrote myself. Do you think people can change after an abusive relationship? How abusive are we talking? People can change. But what do you mean by abusive? Just Angie. And what steps have they taken to change? I have a love rock with 2 pounds of fuels. One of the kitties needed and still needs attention. Friend Ken reminds me of the series You. Friend Ken? Maybe you mean, so there's a Narcissist Ken. So Narcissist Ken has the hood up. That's Narcissist Ken, the one that wears the hood. Friend Ken is Pink Hat. Yeah, like all sorts of abuse. Like what do you mean? Like when you say abusive, do you mean like controlling or do you mean like physically abusive? Like I need context. He can never. You know, I need context. When people say abusive, physical and verbal. So what has he done? What has he done to change? Has he just said he's changed, or has he gone to therapy? Has he gone to anger management? Like, what actions is he taking? And how old is he? Because you can't teach an old dog new tricks, you know? If my bathroom comes up. We were both abusive. I went to therapy, he did not. Well, this boy needs to go to therapy. He can't just say he changed, you know? He needs to go to therapy. He needs some anger management. Like, he can't just say, I've changed. I've changed, Angie. Nah. This boy needs therapy. We broke up there. No. I mean, you said you were abusive and you've changed, you know? So there you go. People can change. But if he's not willing to change, we can't just take somebody's fucking word for it, you know? We need actions. We need actions. We need therapy. We need anger management. And he blocked. My abusive ex went into anger management, well forced, but never changed. You need to talk to somebody, honestly, about the bathroom, about Elmo's bathroom talking. Yeah, I would move on from this guy. I would just find somebody else. You're still young. You got time. You got time to find somebody who isn't going to trauma bond you, who's going to be sweet to you, and isn't physically abusive, you know? Like, if you don't have control over yourself by the time you're 30, what the fuck have you been doing your whole life? If you don't have control over your anger by the time you're 30, what's going on here, you know? I'm waiting for my man that's not my man to FaceTime me. I'm just taking accountability. He never did. He said it's better to break up because he didn't want to go to jail. Yeah, that's a yikes for me, dog. They just take placebos. I'm so ready to be done packing, so I'm gonna let the love ship distract me. Good, Reginald. Let me distract you. He was in the Navy, got into a fight with his shipmates, so he got made into anger management. Abusive people have deep-rooted problems, and I think it can manage until triggered again. Yeah, if you are physically abusive, therapy, but I could never, especially as a woman. Like, that's scary. Just find somebody who's not gonna be abusive. But the reason I ask what somebody means by abusive is because we all know somebody with MPD, somebody with a cluster B personality disorder, or somebody who's an avoidant will call their person abusive. And they're abusive because they don't let me hang out with my single friends and get drinks from people and make out and sleep with whoever I want. So they're abusive and controlling. They're abusive and controlling because they want me to act like I'm in a relationship when I'm in a relationship. That's why I ask. You know, I need context. I can't just, when somebody comes in here and they ask for advice, and especially if they use the word abuse or they use the word control, I need to know what that means through their perspective. I can't just take their word for it, you know. I can't just be like, all right, their partner's guilty. I need to know a little bit about what's going on. I need to know the situation. He broke up with me and has blocked me every time I reach out. Is managing anger available on Spotify? English is my only language, but I think my brain went way ahead of my texting fingers. My brain always does that. Ken, legitimate question. What do you feel like is going above and beyond, and what is bare minimum with dating? Bare minimum is communication and empathy is bare minimum. Going above and beyond is anytime you're about to do anything that you're going to be away from your phone. It's being like, hey, I'm about to go to dinner. Hey, I'm about to start work. Hey, I'm at lunch. Hey, I'm going back to work. Like, that's going above and beyond. Like, if you're like updating like every little thing. And some people need that, you know, just depends on your relationship dynamic. If you notice your partner feeling a little more anxious, just communicate that more. But that's going above and beyond. But bare minimum is knowing each other's schedule, like knowing when you work or having an idea of when they work. So it's not like, where are they? Like, I know what you're doing. You don't need to tell me that you're going to work because I know that you're at work. You know, like knowing each other's schedule is a bare minimum. If you're like in the middle of a conversation, you're about to do something and you're not going to be able to check your phone for a while, bare minimum to just be like, hey, I'm about to do this. I'm about to go grocery shopping. I'm going to be driving. I'll talk to you later. Things like that. That's bare minimum. Simple communication. Does that mean my ex wasn't actually abusive? I need context, Mandy. What do you consider abusive? You know? Because I've had a girlfriend who was a narcissist who would say that having to come home at a certain time is controlling and abusive, you know? That they can't just stay out all night is controlling and abusive. We need context if we're going to use strong words such as abuse and control. You know, I need context. Were they abusive and controlling, or do you have a cluster B personality disorder, or do you have a dismissive avoidance and everything looks like control to you? You know, I need to go know what's going on in your head before I can give you advice around control and abuse, you know? Because control isn't compromise. Control is solid yes, solid no. It's solid. There's no compromise. There's no compromise. That's control. Somebody asking you to compromise, somebody asking you to come home a little early, somebody asking you to communicate is compromise. But to an avoidant, it's control. They label it as control. So when somebody uses the word control especially, I can't just be like, okay, you're dealing with somebody controlling, because I'm not going to enable that. I'm not going to enable that sort of thinking, because that's abusive. That's abusive to call your partner control who's feeling anxious and they just want some communication. They just want to know what's going on. How are you? Going above and beyond in a relationship to me means you're a doormat. It could be. It could be. It just depends on the dynamic for sure. Bare minimum is buying you a new car. He said he doesn't want to heal with me once to start scratch with someone new with no trauma. Yeah, that guy sounds like a narcissist. Congratulations, you dodged a bullet. Celestia, hello. He said that life's too short to get hung up on one relationship when there's thousands of people out there. Yeah, you dodged a bullet. Bare minimum for me is breathing in my direction. Oh. And above and beyond is actually answering my calls. I just want to get overjoyed over bare minimum because I haven't had worth anyone. Narcissist is fun to say. Another fun thing to say is pathology. I love that word. I love the word pathology. I think I got it, but just in case you said something different. My ex-husband is using me for his therapist to figure out how to get over his last girlfriend. Have control of my abuse. See, I created a sentence without compromising my context. Your car got stolen, Rhea? Did you get it back? What happened? I'm an anxious person. I'm clingy 24/7. Yeah. So you're an anxious person, Mandy. I can guarantee if you dated an avoidant, they've called you abusive before. They've called you controlling. Because you're an anxious person, I will bet anything that you've had an avoidant partner or a narcissistic partner who's called you controlling and abusive. That's why context is important. That's why I need to know what's going on in your brain before I give you advice on anything around those things. Controlling, manipulating, gaslighting, etc. Because Mandy, you're not an abusive person. I don't see you as an abusive or controlling person. You don't seem like a toxic person at all. You seem very sweet. But I guarantee in somebody's story you're abusive and controlling. I love the word moist. I love it on a cake box. I got in an abusive relationship. It's very scary but feeling. I feel like he took me for granted. He used to use his mom to break up with me, and I got disowned. You got discarded, for sure. He called me manipulative too. See, there you go. There you go, Mandy. Parents and came back and it was gone. But we got it back. I'm happy you got your car back. That is crazy that you got your car stolen. How did you get it back? What do you think the main difference between NPD and dismissive avoidance are? So narcissists are grandiose. They want to be center of attention. Dismissive avoidants do not want to be center of attention. That's the biggest difference. And like a dismissive avoidant doesn't want to hurt you. They just do hurt you. Like if you tell a dismissive avoidant that their actions are hurting you, they're going to care. They're going to try to make it better. You know, like they will have empathy. You know, they'll be like, you know, I'll try my best to not do that. You know, but narcissists will not. They'll just gaslight you and twist it and make you feel bad. That's the main difference is empathy, and that dismissive avoidants are not grandiose. They do not enjoy attention in the way that a narcissist does. So if your dismissive avoidant is grandiose, center of attention, very charming, charismatic, and they gaslight you, they don't really care to understand how their actions are hurting you, they're probably a narcissist. How do I get a husband in 15 days? I can't help you with that. I left my keys in my vehicle today, but thank the Lord a man got them out for me. How did you lock your keys in your vehicle? 1,000,000% have an ex that thinks I was controlling, but to be honest, ditto. Moist is in and on the box, depending what box. Not the cake box. The cops found it. I report. That's awesome. I'm glad you got it back. Going through a lot as well. Take money, run, Ruster. I don't know what you're trying to say here. Jesse, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I dress like I want to be noticed, but honestly, I just don't want to be perceived. I told a female colleague 2 days. Deborah, what was your question? Oh, about a husband in 50 days. Ha! I did it again. I'm from Alabama. Hello, Crimson from... Crimson? Tide girl from Alabama. How are you? I'm gonna go make dinner. Love y'all. Thanks for being here, Rhea. I'm glad you got your car back. I'm trying to get him to 8,000 likes. Strawberry, appreciate you so much. I just want him to have some remorse in his part and stop victimizing. You're asking a narcissist to have remorse. It's not gonna happen. You just gotta count your losses, girl. You gotta move on from this guy. He's never gonna change. So wanting attention doesn't make you a narcissist. Who said that they... Zoe. So wanting attention doesn't make you a narcissist. It is a trait of most of the cluster Bs. Borderlines like to draw attention. Histrionic likes to draw attention. Sociopaths like to draw attention. Narcissists like to be center of attention. They like to be grandiose. It's a trait. It doesn't make you one, though. We all have traits. We all have one check mark here and there. But you need 5 to be an actual narcissist. I don't feel like he's a narcissist, though. He takes no accountability. He doesn't feel any remorse. He would rather throw you away than work on a relationship. That dude's a narcissist. 100%. I would bet anything on it. I was looking for my receipts in my vehicle. I had my keys in purse and my signature door. Narcissists do not change facts. I feel like I'm a narc sometimes, and I think of my exes and realized I would never do that to someone. And they've done to me and others. Rihanna, I would have to get you to know you more as a person to know if you were a narcissist. You know, you have a couple red flags here and there, but I don't know you well enough, Rihanna, to be like, I don't know you well enough to be suspicious that you're a narcissist. I mean, the worst fight we had was the last one. He slapped at the, like, most of your red flags come from being a recovering avoidant. Tammy, hello. I have Amazon Prime. What do I need to do? Then when I got on his car to stop him from leaving, he tried to drive away and I fell on the floor. Girl, you think this guy is perfectly normal and healthy? I don't have any red flags, Ken. Blow up husband? I just tell myself I'm too picky so I don't date. Hi, Miriam. I don't think too picky. I guess what do you mean by picky? Being quote unquote too picky could be a sign of like a disorganized attachment or a fearful avoidance, where nobody's good enough for you. So you do have to look out for that. But being picky in terms of like looks, you know, we're attracted to what we're attracted to. But if they have to be like perfect personality wise, like they need to check every single box, that's fearful avoidant AF. Gotta look out for that, gotta watch that. I was put down for who I am, singing. I know, but I can't believe he slapped me at a and he hit you. And you don't think this guy's a narcissist? I'm really not picky at all. I don't want to date all. I'm healing through my trauma. You're all welcome for that. Thank you, Rihanna. Rihanna, you have grown so much since we've first met. You really are healing, and I'm proud of you for working on yourself. I have a music studio wanting to record myself. And even I'm better than I was when I first met all of you. Even I've healed a lot. Because when I first met y'all, I was 3-4 months deep into looking for a reason to still be here. Do I have red flags? Let me think, Reginald. Just the fact that you like to juggle like 6 men at a time, Reginald. Just learning how to take things slow. You just don't want to take things too slow. You want to take things slow, but not too slow. You know, like we also have to look out for like waiting for like everything has to be perfect before I can go forward. You know, like that creates a paralysis where you never progress because you want to be perfect. You know, it's like the person who has to go to college for business. I have to read 20 business books. I have to do this and I have to do that before I start my business. Like just fucking go. Just hop right in. Start your business. Learn as you go. Like you don't want to wait for perfection. You don't want to wait for everything to be right before you try. My standard is high so people think I'm cold. The only standard we should really have is, am I physically attracted to you and are you empathetic? You know, like those are the only standards we need. Are you a good communicator? Do you have empathy? And am I physically attracted to you? That's literally all you fucking need. Anything more is a bonus. I mean, I was abusive too, but I admit it and I tried. I was never perfect, but I was trying. I've only had one healthy relationship in my life. That's my red flag. I mean, you've had one. You don't really know what's my red flag. Yeah, Miriam, I haven't spoke to you enough to find any red flag. I haven't picked up any red flags from you yet, Miriam. Bombastic side eye. I can't show him because he thinks I'm still avoidant, but I'm actually okay now, which is nice. Being avoidant was so much easier. I'm a loving person, but my resting bitch face gives it away. I'm gonna hide under a rock. 3 years of my life gone. I only have one right now, but normally, yeah, fair. It's because I don't want to attach to them until they're all in. I get it, Reginald. I understand. But it's just, it's confusing to me when somebody has a date on Friday and they're trying to set up a date with you for Saturday. You know what I mean? It's like, you're trying to have a date with me when you already have a date coming up. You're trying to set a date with me after the date that you already have. So why are you going on that date? Like, let's just throw, if you, like, you already know this date is a no because you're willing to see me after. Like, let's just scrap the date in between. Like, like, you're wasting everybody's time, you know? Reginald. But I understand. I understand not wanting to put all your eggs in a basket. I did not mean to mute you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Deborah. That was on accident. Covering borderline and fearful avoidance. So there's that. Someone asked me to come over and watch Harry Potter. I've never seen them and called me a red flag. I've never seen Harry Potter either, Miriam. Because I said no, that I was going to the gym. I've never seen Harry Potter either. I wish I could unmute people. So I did not mean to mute Deborah. But now you're again, just to make sure that me either until recently I was forced. I mean, I would totally watch Harry Potter with somebody. Like, that's my thing, is I don't like to watch things on my own. I want somebody to watch with. That right there is why I don't even try to date these days. Because you got called a red flag for not watching Harry Potter. Like, I need to watch with somebody. I don't want to watch on my own. Like, how fun is watching a Wizard Boy on your own? It ain't fun for me. I'm sure it's fun for certain kinds of people, but not for me. You look like a Ben Affleck Hollywood actor from Philippines. Well, hello. Man, we still need 7 more followers. Thank you for unmuting Deborah. Rihanna, I appreciate it. I generally don't believe you watch movies because you know you're not watching it with someone. No, Reginald, I will. You're busy and set. No, I can watch a movie with somebody before, you know? He was so committed to hanging out, but I didn't want to. I thought honesty was key. Well, Miriam, he just got rejected. He's a red flag because he can't handle rejection. I think that's very healthy of you to do. So, Miriam, that's a green flag. Miriam, you're given green flag energy. We love to see it. We love to see a green flag. A green flag queen in here. No, if we, before the movie, then I'll watch the movie just fine, you know? Or if it has to have happened in the day at some point, you know? I can't be waiting all day by the time we watch the movie, because I'm not watching the movie. My hands, can't keep my hands to myself, you know? What's a little hand from the Addams Family from Wednesday? What's the hand's name? Somebody hit me with it. Speaking of red flags, men who hate cats. I don't hate cats. It's just that cats are sociopaths. What's the hand? Why can't I think thing? Yeah. I got thing 1 and thing 2. if we haven't all day and we're trying to sit down and watch a movie, I got thing 1 and thing 2. They got minds of their own, you know? Can keep my hands to myself no matter how hard I'm trying to. Just like my girl Selena Gomez would say. It ain't happening. So that's your fault, for one. I'm going to tell Jess to try and then ask if you're watching it. I know me. Thank you, but I also don't want to hang out with someone at their house for the first time. Selena fan, green flag. Thank you. Yeah, especially having children, Miriam. You don't want people at your house. And you want a cute little date. I get it. You're not gonna come over and watch Harry Potter. Not the Dr. Seuss reference. See, that's how clever I am. It's a Dr. Seuss, Addams Family, Wednesday, and Selena Gomez reference all in one. That's how clever I am. You know, I'm next level. I'm next level clever. So many things to look out in just little lines that I give you all. My toddler just got over Coco Melon. Look at you, little rockstar. Thank you. So clever, Ken. Plus 10 points for Gryffindor. This is what I don't understand about parents with their annoying little kid shows. He was a bartender in Nashville, red flag. I knew where that was going. Yeah, we don't date bartenders. Bartenders are no. This is what I don't, parents in here with your kids and them watching the same fucking show over and over and over again, like Elmo and Coco Melon. How about you just put on something else? Let's shuffle it a little bit. They'll get over it, you know? They'll get over it. Put on something else. Why's it got to be the same Elmo show all day? Why's it got to be Coco Melon all day? Why's it got to be Mickey Mouse Club all day? If I hear hot dog, hot diggity dog one more fucking time in my life, I'm going to snap. If my kid is playing fucking Mickey Mouse Club with the hot dog song, it's going to the orphanage. Like, straight up. Right to the orphanage. I don't give a fuck. That kid's gonna be singing Hard Knock Life instead of Hot Dog, Hot Diggity Dog. If you're over here fucking watching Mickey Mouse Club. Thank you for all the gifts, Orthodox. You'll understand if you ever have kids. No, I'm telling you. If I pop out a little again, it's going right. That kid is going right to the orphanage. If it's just playing Mickey Mouse Club. I can't with that song ever again. Never fucking again. Just imagine if Ken, like, oh no. Sending the hot I can't do repeat shows. It's time for a new DJ, and they find a new one that works. Miriam, I'm glad that you have it down, because I fucking can't. I can't. You're not doing the popping out. Nah, like right to the orphanage if you're playing fucking Mickey Mouse Club. Like, my kid watch Pokemon instead. Like, I don't know. The teachers can teach you shapes. We're watching Pokemon and Power Rangers in this house. Thank goodness my kids are teens. Sure, he'll just watch your TikTok videos. So we blasted Mickey Mouse Club? No, I will end me. I have so much PTSD from the hot dog song. I can't. Mm-mm. I can't do that song ever again in my life. How can I get my boyfriend to show me off and say nice things about me? Ash, next time he says something nice about you, Tell him how much you appreciate it. Tell him how great that made him feel. Be like, oh, that makes me feel so good when you call me pretty. You should do that more. It's so hot. It's so hot when you compliment me. It'll make him feel good. You know, positive affirmation, positive reinforcement. Thanks for the worsties. Torture. You wanna hype people up when they do things that you like. As much as your ego and your pride will tell you, well, they should just be doing this anyway. I'm not gonna act excited when my husband does the dishes. He should just do it. He lives in the house too. If you reinforce positive things that your partner does, if you make them feel like a king or queen for doing something that you love, guess what? They're gonna do it more because it feels good. It feels good to be appreciated for being a good person instead of it just being expected. Instead of just expecting me to do the dishes, tell me how much you love it when I do it, and I'm gonna do it more. I try to convince them I was cool and show them my kids' movies I watch. It lives rent free in your head. Ken, why do men want feminist wives? I'm not a feminist, so it is hard for me to attract a man. What do you mean by a feminist wife? What do you mean? Oh, we got ears. Time for cheers. I asked him to post me more, and he said he doesn't think about it. Maybe he just doesn't think about it. Maybe he's not a social media guy. I don't know this guy. I post my partner, but because I'm lovey. As long as you're not like a secret, you know, like, are you Facebook official? Is it a secret? Is your relationship a secret? Because that's a red flag. So what's your thought on love languages? My thought on love languages is it's an absolute must to figure out the 2 love languages of your partner, communicate your 2 love languages, your top 2, and give them to each other. Your top 2. No compromise. You got to give it to them. If their love language is physical touch and quality time, guess what? You got to spend time with them and you got to physically touch them. There's no way around it. If their love language is acts of service and gifts, got to get them a snack from the gas station. You got to do the dishes. You got to help around the house. There's no way around it. You got to give the love languages. Because that's what our love languages are, what we need to feel loved. So you have no choice but to do the things that make your partner feel loved. You have to do them. There's no way around it. Hi, Grace. If a guy says too busy to talk, is he cheating or is he actually busy? If it's 3 a.m., he's cheating. If it's during work hours, he's probably busy, Grace. If somebody's going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you, Grace. Don't worry about it. Don't constantly wonder, is my partner cheating on me? Like, you'll notice things. You'll notice things that are a little suspicious. If they start saying a word or they start saying things a certain way that they've never said before, and you're like, oh, where'd you hear, like, where'd that come from? You know, like, that's a little suspicious. If your boyfriend starts wearing matching panties and bras to go to work, that's a little suspicious. You know, just look out for the little things, Grace. Look out for the little things of, like, somebody who's not wouldn't care about that stuff all that much. Where's this brand new word come from? Things like that. Why are you busy at 3 a.m.? My friend believes chores such as dishes, etc. is a woman's job. He's a narc. As hell, but you can't tell him that. Okay. Yeah, it's very clever for narcissists to, like, really believe in gender roles. You know, like, really hammer in on gender roles. Like, cleaning the house is women and men will never, you know, and women should never pay for food. Like, people who are really in the gender roles, it's usually a sign. It's usually a red flag. Like, if you're a dude and you can't do dishes every once in a while, what you doing, bro? When can we mute people? Mandy, you are a mod. You can mute whoever you want whenever you want. Thank God you said that. Love languages are so important. Ask people and they think I'm crazy. You're not crazy. Love languages are the most important thing. I just want words of affirmation and quality time. Yeah, again, Ash, just ask for them. If words of affirmation and quality time are your number two, ask for them. Communicate that you need them. Communicate that they make you feel loved. So one thing you have to watch out for, Ash, when you're communicating your needs is you don't want to attack your partner. You don't want to be like, you don't call me beautiful enough. You don't spend enough time with me, because you're attacking them and you're making them feel like they're not good enough for you. And an avoidant person, for example, would just give up. They'd throw in the towel and they'd be like, yeah, you deserve better than me. Because an avoidant person already feels like a failure. So you don't want to attack. You want to make it about you. Of like, I don't feel beautiful. Because when I get ready, I put an effort to look good. You don't really compliment me. And it feels good when you do compliment me, and I'd love if you could do that more. And same with quality time. Like, I love spending time with you so much. Like, I know that you're more busy, or you're this or you're that, and you like to do all these things, but it makes me feel so loved when you set time aside for me. And I would love if you could do that more. Make it about you and your needs. Don't attack. Yeah, what man is going around saying he wants a feminist specifically? I never heard that. I feel like I attach so much to people and care about them more than myself. Yeah, Ash, you probably have an anxious attachment style. You probably do care more about people than you do yourself, but you need to stop that. You should be your number one, Ash. You need to love yourself more than you love everybody else. You know, there's a reason when you're on the airplane they tell you put the mask on yourself first. Because if you don't put the mask on yourself first, you're not going to be able to help anybody. So you gotta put that self-love in you. I always overthink when he's not texting me back. I think he's cheating on me. Like Grace also, anxious attachment style. He's not cheating on you. Just trust him. Trust him a little bit. Change the story in your head, Grace. When he's not texting you, he's just living life, Grace. He's doing his thing. He'll be back. Promise. Thanks, kid. I'm gonna fix this right now. For the entire live? Damn. Hi, Amy. Sarah, thank you for the follow. I need some energy with this laundry. Energy at this time of night? Nah. Wear yourself out. Ash, thank you for the follow. I like quality time. Hearing the Hot Diggity Dog song? No. We aren't living if the airplane goes down. I'm living. I'm usually cheating. I'm just not gonna date an avoidant. You know, I'm not gonna date a bad communicator. I am at the point in my life where if you live your life in ways that makes me anxious, I just don't want to date you. I am too old to try to fix somebody. I'm too old to try and teach somebody how to be healthy. I can't do it. I can't be doing it. I cannot be telling somebody check in while you're out with your friends, you know? I just can't. Birds of a feather flock together, and if I don't trust your friends, I ain't trusting you. I'm just not gonna deal with it. If you got friends I can't trust and you hang out with them a lot, I'm just not dealing with it. I do not want to dread the weekend for the rest of my life, as I said earlier in the live stream this morning. Like, if you live a life that makes me dread the weekend, like it's a dentist appointment, I don't want it in my life. I'm not dating you. Sorry. I just know what I want now. And you got to figure that out too. So if you're gonna date me, you've got to be a good communicator, and you ain't doing single activities while you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, the singleness stops, because I'm easy to date. I'm very easy to date. So I want somebody who's also easy to date. How do you break anxious attachment? So Ash, I would start with the book Attached. Linktree in the bio, go to my Amazon store. There's a whole list of books that you need to read. So the problem with somebody who has an anxious attachment is they lack self-love. So you need to work on self-love and self-soothing, Ash. You need to learn to love yourself, put yourself first, set boundaries, and communicate your needs. And the book Attached is going to help you do that. It's going to help you communicate your needs in a way that does not attack your partner. And it makes it about you and your feelings. So read that book. And you're going to need to learn to self-soothe. You need to do things that take your mind off of your relationship when you're apart. When you're together, dump all the love on them that you want. But when you're apart, you need to learn to be okay. Some hobbies, business, like whatever is going to take your mind off of them when you're apart, you got to find it. And I would highly recommend, if you're an anxiously attached person, phone on silent. Because when you're an anxiously attached person, what happens is you get an email, you get a TikTok notification, like whatever it is, you get excited, you look at your phone and it's not them, and now you're sad. And you're just like waiting for the next notification to be them. So if you're an anxiously attached person, phone on silent. For sure. Like your ringer doesn't have to be on silent, but at the very least your notifications. It's going to help a lot. Why do guys say they're loyal but end up cheating? Cheaters are cheaters. Cheaters lie. Grace. Same. I'm too old to walk you through the bare minimum. Exactly. Inspired by your mentality, Ken. Thank you. I felt that. Protecting my peace. Yeah. Like I'm at the point where it's like I don't want to date somebody where I have to pretend to be okay, that they're going out looking hot as fuck with the girls out, with their friends who are single, drinking, partying, doing this, doing that, and I have to sit at home and be okay and not be controlling and just be like, everything is fine while the house is on fire. Like my heart and my brain is screaming, and I'm just like in panic mode until they get home and they're not texting and they're not home yet. They said they're going to be home at midnight. It's 12:30 and they haven't texted me. They haven't told me what's going on, and then they're not picking up phone calls. Like, I don't want that life ever again. I've had that for 2 girlfriends in a row. I don't want that. I don't want that anymore. I don't care how hot you are. That's not what I want in a partner. I don't want the hot girl who goes out every weekend. I don't want that anymore. I don't want that life. I'm glad you learned that at the ripe old age of 31. It took me 31 years to figure that shit out. Eventually you figure it out. But the cool news is I share what I figure out so you can figure it out in your 20s. And you don't have to wait till you're an old geezer like me and be like, oh, it's just as simple as saying no to the things that you don't want. It's as simple as setting boundaries, and if people don't want to respect their boundaries, you move on and find somebody who's gonna respect your boundaries or already has the same morals as you. Because it ultimately is just finding somebody whose morals align, where it's not an argument of like if you're like, I don't want people seeing the color of my girlfriend's gumdrop buttons, it's not an argument of, well, everybody has gumdrop buttons. What's the big deal? Everybody also has a donut hole, but we don't go showing our donut hole around, Like, I don't care that everybody has gumdrop buttons. It doesn't make it okay, I have to put up with your bullshit to see those, where you don't get, guys don't get to see them without going through the bullshit, okay? If I gotta work for them, everybody else gotta work for them. Like, I just don't want that life. I don't want a partner like that, where everything's a fucking argument. Where you're not doing single activities. So single activities, I consider single activities something you would do as a single person to attract a mate, to find a mate. Like going to the club is a single activity. The club is a bunch of single people looking to hook up. You know, it's not a couple's retreat. You know, the club is not a couple's retreat. The club is not a place you go to learn how to be a better partner. The club is just a gathering of people trying to do drugs and get it on. You know, that's all a club is. It's a gathering of people with antisocial personality disorder and other cluster B personality disorders. I'm not saying everybody that goes there is cluster B, but a lot of them are. It's a very antisocial gathering. And I just don't want that. I don't want a partner who wants to go to clubs and peacock around, do a mating dance. You know, that's not what I want in a partner. Natasha's such a good book. I read it and then got a book called Anxiously Attached because I'm not that kind of person. So I want a person like me who's not that kind of person. This is what I want. But if you get two people who love going to the clubs together, more power to you. But it ain't me. You're not for me. That's fine. I don't have to marry every single person on the planet. I just got to marry one person. I just got to stick to one person. And if you go to clubs, you're not my person. That just is what it is. And that's why my phone's permanently on silent. So the book told you to put your phone on silent too. Technology is the downfall of so many relationships nowadays. It sure is. That's what I do. I be waiting, looking at my phone. I can put my phone on silent, but you know I'm checking it still. Eventually you stop though, Reginald. You eventually stop, I promise. I always say I want a relationship, not a dictatorship. I don't want to become anxious over a guy. Exactly. You want to be able to communicate. You want to be able to compromise. You want to be able to tell your partner when things bother you. And you want your partner to be able to tell you when things bother them. And you want to communicate and compromise them. You know, meet in the middle. So the way that both of you can be happy. You can do the things that make you happy. And I can also be relaxed while you're doing them. And vice versa. You sure? So I figured it out in my 40s. I've grown too much for all that, yes. What is a gumdrop button? What is a donut hole? Use your imagination. I'm hungry now. You wouldn't be hungry for these. I just want some good communication, not where I have to constantly ask for them to talk to me. Is this a walking dog situation? Why are gumdrop buttons out in the club? Because they are. People who are histrionic, people who are sociopaths, their gumdrop buttons are out in the club. Their gumdrop buttons are out in Disneyland. You go to Disneyland, you're seeing some girls' gumdrop buttons because they can't help it. They just love the attention. They love forcing it on you. I'm a homebody. That's what I need. Good point. I don't know. At the club, this is making me so relaxed and feeling heard. I'm a homebody, so that's what I need. Yeah, like I'm like in between. Like I'm a homebody, but I also like going out, not to clubs, and not to bars. Like I like quiet bars. I like little fancy bars. I don't like loud music and all that shit. I'm doing better. I stopped dropping everything to answer texts for men. It's a good step. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. My ex took me to Universal with him and spent the whole time staring at gumdrop buttons. I figured it out. Exactly. Like, girl, this is Disney. Like, let's throw a bra on for Disney, you know? No, like, I get that bras are uncomfortable, but they have shirts that you can't see through. They exist. They're out there, I promise. I have them. You could probably see through the shirt a little bit. But shirts exist that you can't see through unless there's children around, you know? Like, let's throw a bra on, or maybe wear a not $3 shirt that you could see right through at Disney. I'm gonna imagine someone pulling to show everyone the jump buttons. Nah, they'll just wear like lace and stuff. Ashley, hello. And if you got ASPD, I am not gonna argue with you. Sorry about it. That ain't happening. I'm not arguing with a sociopath. That's why I'm single right now. I'm reevaluating what I want. I thought I had it with my ex. I like little bougie bars. Exactly. I love bougie bars. Bougie bars are the best. Little no people in that. I'm the exact same way. Like, I'll go to your local bar and get your bar food and whatever while everybody else is having fun. That's fine. But I love the little bougie bars. Social media is so hurtful to relationships. Like, I'd be comparing relationships. Well, don't do that, because narcissists, for example, they will force their partner to just scream to the mountaintops of how great they are. So don't take everything you see on social media, especially when it comes to relationships and how good a relationship is. Like, don't take it at face value, because for all you know, one of them is a narcissist forcing the other to scream to the mountaintops of how amazing everything is. So just mind your business. People are going to post about their relationships. Give them the thumbs up and move on, but don't compare yourself. Everybody's got issues behind the scenes. Everybody has fights to get through. Everybody has arguments. You just never know what's going on with somebody. He screamed in just mid-convo and started drinking. I just want to sit there and drink my little drink that basically looks like a plant and chill. Yes. Miriam, same. I'm exactly the same as you. But I like going out to dinner. I like little fancy. You're angry now. Why are you angry? I like little fancy bars, but I don't like going to clubs, and I don't like loud bars or living in that shitty relationship. Yeah, but the thing is, now you know what you want in life. And I know what I want in life. Like, my last girlfriend was the last time I'm letting looks override everything. Because that's what I did. And I paid for it. I like tea parties and taco dates. And I'll never do it again. Because you can be a good-looking person and not live the nightlife. So pull up. You know? Pull up. I'm upset again. Hello, Haley. Danny, welcome. Sleep time soon, yes. Did I hit 0.2? So that's what I'm waiting. I did hit 0.2. So yeah, I can go to sleep. I'll go to sleep in probably now. I'll just go to sleep now. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Click the follow button if you're new. Follow me on Instagram at SuperKenGaming. I love you all so much. Y'all are the best. Click the follow button if you're new. Follow me on Instagram at SuperKenGaming. You can subscribe on my YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on there. I don't know how I'm going to do 4,000 hours on YouTube. YouTube is so hard without sitting down and making content specifically for YouTube. And my shorts views don't count towards hours, which is frustrating. But I love you all so much, and you can find me on all the social media. SuperKen TikTok. SuperKen Gaming on Instagram. You're all beautiful and wonderful. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Goodbye. Why do you have to do 4,000 hours? Because those are the stipulations. You have two choices. Hello, Leo. You can either have 4,000 hours of watch time, but shorts don't count to it. Because I have probably close to 1,000 hours of my shorts and watch time, but they don't count because they're shorts and they're separate. So your options are 4,000 hours of watch time in a year or 10 million shorts views in the span of 3 months. So in 90 days, you have to hit either 10 million views in 90 days. Every 90 days, you need 10 million views or 4,000 hours of watch time in a year. It's fucking ridiculous. But I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. 10 million, yes. Every 3 months, or they stop paying you. YouTube are crooks. It is crazy. It is fucking crazy. Like, I've had to have passed 100,000 views on YouTube, on my relationship YouTube. I've had to pass 100,000 views, and none of my watch time counts. So that's why I've been uploading my lives on there to help me get some hours in. But I love you all so much. Enjoy your day. I was thinking about YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is crazy, and I'm just gonna let y'all in on a little secret for social media and getting paid. Gives me new perspectives on hosts. I have a YouTube with 36,000 subscribers. It's a gaming channel. I have a Facebook with 400 followers. I get paid just as much on Facebook with 400 followers as I do with 36,000 followers on YouTube. So if you don't have a Facebook right now, you're sleeping on Facebook. I love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. And by the way, I started Facebook in January. It's March. So just my first month of monetization, I make just as much on Facebook with 400 followers as I do on YouTube with 36,000 subscribers. Good night, everybody.